Hello everyone, Nicole Steckline, Technical Agronomist for DeKalb and Asgrow in Northeast Iowa. Before all the corn dies and everybody's busy picking corn, I need to take a little bit of time and focus on tar spot complex, a new fungal disease in Iowa. So tar spot complex is a fungal disease that comes from Mexico, Central America, and South America. It was first discovered in the United States in Indiana in 2015. In 2016, it was discovered and identified in Illinois as well as in Jones County, Iowa. 2017, we didn't see a whole lot of it, probably because of the weather. With the very high rates of moisture and rain that we got this past year in 2018, we're starting to see a lot more of it and at levels that are beginning to worry us and could cause some yield loss. So a little bit of background on this disease. It's actually caused by two different fungal pathogens, Monographella matus and Phylochora matus. Down in Mexico, Central America, and South America, they have both of those fungal pathogens. To date in the United States, we have yet to identify the Phylochora matus, that second pathogen. So when we've got just that first one, you can find these little black spots. They almost look like, I would call it like fly specks, like when a fly lands on your white truck for say. It's a black spot on that leaf, tar spot, and then it's kind of a raised lesion. So typically, and from what we know from Mexico, Central America, and South America, is that you can have the Monographella matus and not suffer a lot of tissue death and not suffer much as far as yield loss goes. However, down south, when they also get the Phylochora matus in conjunction with the Monographella, that's when they see 50 to 100 bushel yield losses from that disease. So like I said before, we have not been able to identify the Phylochora, the second. However, we are starting to see where we have tissue death and accelerated plant death in conjunction with this tar spot complex disease. Now, from an anecdotal point of view, this is just from my field observations. We don't have a whole lot of solid data on this disease and how it reacts to our environment. From what I've seen out in the field, we are having a fair amount of tissue death, leaf death, as soon as these plants start to senesce. When these plants are getting to about half milk line, it appears that death happens very quickly after that. So what I'm seeing in Northeast Iowa, if we have yield loss, it is going to be from a kernel depth and a test weight perspective. Anecdotally as well, it appears that fields that have been treated with fungicide are doing a little bit better with this tar spot infection. So where we've still got the tar spot, but it's not killing the plant quickly as soon as we start to fill that grain. So right now I'm kind of trying to get a handle on how far widespread this disease has become in Iowa. So to date, I'm seeing heavy infections in Jones and Dubuque counties and southern Clayton County, and then I'm also starting to find moderate infections as far over as Delaware counties and Jackson County. I've been able to find it as far west as Buchanan, but at very low levels, as far west as Black Hawk County, and I haven't really found any yet. So before all the plants die and we're stuck in the combine seat, get out there, and if you're finding it, let me know what county you're in, what town you're by, so we can get a map put together to help us with management decisions for 2019. Until next time, we really don't have a whole lot of information on it yet. It seems like these pathogens are reacting a little bit differently to the germplasms that are sold in the United States, as well as perhaps a little bit different to our climate as opposed to the climates in Mexico, Central America, and South America. So as we get more information and some actual data as opposed to just field observations, we'll get that information to you guys as soon as we can. Until then, just call, email, or text with questions.